Hello, I'm Philip Brunelle, Artistic Director and founder of Vocal Essence, and also organist choirmaster at Plymouth Congregational Church in Minneapolis. Each day, I have taken a different composer as our theme, someone who's had a role to play with these organizations, and today, that composer is William Grant Still, regarded as the Dean of Afro-American Composers. Born in 1895, died in 1978. Composed more than 200 works, including 5 symphonies, 9 operas, and 30 choral works. I never met him, but I have spent time with his daughter, Judith Ann Still. He was the first African American to conduct a major orchestra, which was the Los Angeles Philharmonic. He was the first African American to have an opera performed in a major opera house here in the US, which was the New York City Opera, and he also had an opera first time for television. He taught himself the violin, the clarinet, the saxophone, the oboe, the cello, and the viola. An amazingly talented, interesting man. In 1916, he worked for W.C. Handy's band. In the 1920s, he was in the pit orchestra for U.B. Blake's Shuffle Along. He also arranged music for Paul Whiteman. And when we had a series of witness CDs for Vocal Essence, I thought it was very important that one of those CDs, number 2, be only the music of William Grant Still, which we did. One of the pieces that he wrote, which is very, very emotional, very strong, was a piece that he wrote in 1940. It was his first large-scale chorus and orchestra piece. It was called "And They Lynched Him on a Tree." We performed that work at Orchestra Hall some years ago, and we also, of course, recorded it. In the front of the score, William Grant Still, referring to this piece with words by Catherine Chapin, says, "It is night. In a clearing by the roadside among the turpentine pines, lit by the headlights from parked cars, a Negro has just been lynched. The white crowd who hung him and those who watched are breaking up now, going home. They sing together, get into their cars, and drive away. Darkness falls on the road and the woods. Then slowly the Negroes come out from hiding to find the body of their friend. Among them is the mother of the man who was hung. In darkness they grope for the tree. When they find it, the mother sings her dirge." The story goes on from there. When it was first performed in 1940 in New York, and the requirement was that it needed to have a black chorus and a white chorus, which they did, which was quite something in 1940. When we performed it, we of course did the same thing at Orchestra Hall, and Robert Morris's chorale sang with Vocal Essence. So I would like to play for you the Dirge of the Mother, a beautiful thing in terms of music, and a very poignant and difficult thing to listen to with her text, "O sorrow, you've taken my hand, I must walk with you to the promised land. O Jesus, what have they done? I can remember the day he was born, and the pains to me. He was such a man-child, and the day he left me, going down the road to a man's world." Music of William Grant Still. Music of William Grant Still from his cantata, "And They Lynched Him to a Tree." In 1943, he wrote several piano pieces. And this one I'm going to play is called Phantom Chapel. It comes from a set of two pieces called Bells. So there's the constant feeling of the bells ringing, and the way that he explores tonality in this piece, so that if you have this going in these triads, and then against it you hear that doesn't resolve, and then some low bell sounds. That comes as part of Phantom Chapel by William Grant Still. Music of William Grant Still. Have a wonderful day.